If you must be a man with a mission from God, you have to be a man with an encounter with God. That is the first qualification of having a mission from God. You have to encounter the one that gives you the mission. I use Paul as an example. Paul had a different mission in his life. And by the way, everybody has a mission. The sinner, the righteous, those who are in different parts of life, people have different missions they are focused in life. And so did Paul. Paul had a mission, and his mission was to erase Christianity from the face of the earth. And he was passionate and going hard on this mission, received letters from the leaders, went after the church in Damascus to make sure he roots them out there, going about everywhere, killing God's people. And I'm sure he gave himself some time. Maybe in 10 years' time, I am very sure that the church will not be existing. Well, he encountered Christ. When he encountered the living Christ and knew that this church was not just somebody's idea, this is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, opening the door of salvation for all men through his son Jesus Christ, and that this is coming from the same God whom he said he was serving. He encountered God, and God, through his son, by the power of the Holy Spirit, changed his life. That was the beginning of his mission. And Paul did not stop talking about this encounter, because in this encounter was when he received the vision for the mission. It was in this encounter that Jesus spoke to him and told him what he is going to be doing with the rest of his life. So anyone listening to me today here, you are here listening to me, the priority of your life, if you have not encountered the living Christ, is to encounter him. When you encounter him, he will give you the vision, the life-changing Christ, the one who rearranges our thoughts, the one that shows us much more than we know, that helps us to see much more than we are seeing by our own power. He brings transformation and healing and deliverance, and when we encounter him, we long for all men to encounter him. He gives joy that we cannot describe. He sets us free from the sins that trip us often. He delivers us from the power of addiction. He gives us perspective that we have never had before. He reveals the Father to us. He gives us life that is tangible, touchable. And when we see and experience this Christ, all we want to do is to let everybody know about this living Christ. The encounter of Paul changed everything. And he talked about it. If you read the book of Acts, he described that very encounter over and over again, telling men and women, this is not just a dream I had. This is an encounter I had with a living being. In fact, it's not just any living being. It is the maker of heaven and earth. He rearranged my direction.